Welcome to another edition of Julie Ray Photography, Tips and Tricks for Photoshop. I would like to show you a highly requested tutorial on this image right here. This was shot at Lindsay Adler's Creative Live Workshop in Seattle that I attended. I love this photo, the symmetry, the composition, everything about it, but I was not crazy about the hair. So I was going to actually throw this photo away until I decided to try to edit the hair. And this is what my end results were. Once I posted this photo, I had a lot of requests asking how I did this. So I'm going to try to explain it to you. Let's get started. Here is a copy of that image straight out of the camera. You would do your normal edits on the face. Get rid of any imperfections, little pimples or scars, anything like that, and then start with the hair. So you want to make sure you're on your background layer, and you want to grab your lasso tool, select a dense part of the hair. Doesn't have to be perfect, and go to select, modify, feather. And you want to feather that probably 1 or 2 pixels. Then you want to hit Command J on the Mac, Control J on the PC, and that brings that on its own layer. So there you have your hair. Make sure you're on the hair layer. Hit your V key for your move tool, and you want to bring that down. Hit Command T to put it in free transform, and then your warp, and grab that hair and warp it to the direction that the hair is moving, just slightly. Hit your Enter key to commit that, and then what you want to do is you want to put a mask on that layer. So I'm going to lower the opacity a little bit. I see that there's some hair underneath here that I want to bring out. So grab a brush tool by hitting the B key. Make sure your foreground color is black and you're on your layer mask. And you want to paint right there. To bring that, do that again. Slightly, just paint that right there. And also right here. If you go too far, like right there, just hit your X to get the foreground color to white and paint that back. Okay? Don't worry about this hard edge right here. We'll go over that in a minute. Once that is complete, hit Command J again, which duplicates that layer. Hit your V key, bring it down again. Command T for free transform. Right click and hit warp. And again, warp. Bring that into the area that the hair is moving. Hit return to commit that. Make sure you're on your mask. Again, grab a brush and paint away what you don't want. Trying to make this as realistic as possible. You are going to have some repeating patterns right here, which we will deal with in a minute. But for time constraints, you just keep doing that until you fill in the areas you want. Also over here. For time constraints, I've already done that. Here it is right here. And then I made a new layer and I clone stamped some of those holes. It was before and after. You definitely have some repeating patterns here. So here's how I fix that. You want to go over to your layer, new layer. And on your mode right here, you want to change that to soft light. Once you change that to soft light, you have a selection here that you can check that says fill with soft light 50% gray. You want to check that. Hit OK. That gives you a gray layer on top of your other layers, but you can't see it because it's on soft light. So this is going to be your dodge and burn layer. So go over to your burn tool. You want a soft edge brush and lightly burn these in. So it's kind of merging it a little bit. Doesn't look so pieced. Let me show you before and after. That looks a lot better. And you want to do the same thing with your dodge tool. I like this highlight right here, so I'm going to highlight that just slightly. I am using a Wacom pressure sensitive tablet. I don't see how anyone would edit without one, but that's just me. So I'm going to burn that a little bit more. So as you can see, there's still more editing here, but this is how I filled in the areas. You'll just want to keep doing it until you don't see any repeating patterns. And this is what I ended up with right there. Whoops. There we go. So after filling it all in, this is what I ended up with. The skin is clean. I used Imagenomic Portraiture to clean up her skin. Put a nice soft glow right here. And then I put it into Color Efex Pro. And I put a blue tint over it. And as you can see, it darkened the hair, and it also made the image have a cold feel to it. So I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was quick, but this is an edit that will take you 2 to 3 hours to do. I love to edit, so I get lost when I do this. So it doesn't, I really love to edit my photos. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact me. I will answer any questions you have. Until then, I'll talk to you next week.